Hey, what's up guys? It's Paul Uchiha here, back with a new What If series. It's one of you guys' suggestion. It might be a short series of consisting of 3 to 4 parts. Yeah, it's going to be the pilot one and maybe a little bit shorter, maybe by 20 to 21 minutes. And yeah, today is going to be double upload. The name of the series, What If Naruto Was an Angel? And it's a story suggested by one of my subscribers named Michelle Thomas. Thank you for suggesting these stories, and don't worry, guys. I'm going to make your suggestions stories as well. Some of them are going to be movies, and some of them are going to be series. And I hope you guys enjoy that as well. And if you haven't, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's continue this series. Our story begins as we see Kami, the queen of the heaven, and Yami, the queen of the land of the living, and the Shinigami, the queen of the land of dead, all in heaven discussing about creating a soul. And they had finalized how are they going to make the soul. They are going to make the soul so much bright. Its personality is going to be brighter than the sun. Its smile could brighten up anyone's days, and his heart will be purer than any gold, diamond, or jewel. And yeah, he's going to be an angel as well. That's what was decided. But fate had other things to do, as due to the mistake of Yami, that soul, which was going to be an angel, was sent to the mortal realm. And that soul was born as Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, from Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage of the Hidden Leaf village, as his father, and Kushina Uzumaki Namikaze, the red hot-blooded habanera of the Hidden Leaf village, hailing from the Uzushio Gakure, which was previously destroyed in the Second Shinobi War. He was born alongside his sister, and Minato died sealing the 9 tails inside his daughter. And Kushina was afraid that people are going to treat her daughter differently, and she might not be able to take it anymore or do any bad stuff. So she did the utmost stupidest thing that and there. She framed Naruto that he contained the 9-tailed fox as a whole inside of him. And that's what she told Sarutobi, and she said that she's going to disown Naruto for containing the beast and killing her husband. She knew within herself that Naruto wasn't the one who contained the beast, as known as Jinchuriki, but she wanted her daughter to live a happy life. She knew that Jinchuriki was lonely, and people tend to hurt them badly if the things or the information get out that her daughter was the Jinchuriki due to the damage caused by the 9 tails. And as for her son, she blamed somewhat Naruto for the death of Minato, because he was the one who got kidnapped by the masked man that released the 9 tails from her in as a reaction, as his sister was now a Jinchuriki in the process and aftermath. And she was mad at Naruto for that. But that was stupid of her to think that people will treat her son as a hero, and she will take her daughter away, because she just said that Minato's last wish was that their son would be treated as heroes, and she had already discussed with Minato that she and her daughter will leave the village so that Naruto could grow alone in the village and help develop in his character, like the one in canon. And once he's ready, they will return for him. Until then, he is banished and forbidden to see them or anything regarding them. Hiruzen was flabbergasted after hearing this. He was somewhat disgusted at what Kushina was doing to her own child, regarding that Uzumakis put their kin first and everything second, and Kushina was breaking their sacred law. Up in the heavens, Kami, Yami, and Shinigami were all pissed, as Minato was also present there, and he was seeing everything from up in heaven, and he was shocked beyond belief what his wife was doing, and he was pissed at her too. He requested that Kami and Shinigami that would they please let him go down there and help his son, so that he can take him with him and help him raise him. Something for him. He begged them, but they didn't listen. They also wanted to see somewhat that how will people treat them. Kami was a kind-hearted ruler. She somewhat believed, like Minato, that the people would see the underneath. But this time she was also mistaken. Shinigami and Yami protested that the people are going to hurt that child, but Kami calmed them down, saying that they will wait and watch for 15 years of his life. If he is treated badly, then they will take his soul with them. As suddenly, when they were discussing this matter, another spirit appeared there. Greetings, Queen Kami, Queen Yami, and Queen Shinigami. Ah, what do we have here? If it isn't the Sage of the Six Paths himself, what are you doing here, Hagoromo? I see. You have already guessed who I am. Yes. Well, I am here to tell you that that child is also the child of prophecy. He has some pieces of both of my son's souls, Indra and Ashura, meaning he is the next successor of mine and Ninshu's. He's the next Sage of Six Paths. The old man told the three ladies in front of him. Three of them at first were surprised, but then they realized that when Yami made that mistake, somehow some part of Indra and Ashura was also connected to that soul because of its purity, and hence the long war between Indra and Ashura was over, and a new successor was born for the Ninshu, meaning Naruto. He will even awaken the Rinne Sharingan, as well as he can even awaken the foot style of Ashura and the power of the Sage of Six Paths within him. He has to just unlock his potential. Now we go back to the human realm. As Kushina was discussing this with Hiruzen and three other figures there, which were none other than Kakashi Hatake, who was also pissed at the sad lady in front of her, and Jiraiya, as well as Tsunade. Tsunade was within the village because of Kushina's birth, and she was even more shocked that her own student, which she considered as a closest thing to daughter, would just abandon her own son in favor of her daughter, so that her son could develop character and be loyal to the village. I mean, there are other ways to make him loyal, like raise him here and develop his character in a right way, like telling him stuff like how he can become patriotic and how he has to protect the village as his duty as a ninja and stuff. But what she chose was a different method, a method of betrayal. But they didn't know that she was framing her own son so that her daughter could live. She had already told the council members that Naruto was the Jinchuriki, and he was banished from Uzumaki as well as Namikaze clan. Tsunade was angry, beyond pissed at her student, and she went on to give her own peace of mind to her own student, like how Mito Bachan would be so disappointed in you, as well as the Uzumaki clan, because you have broken their sacred law, that of deserting their own kin and children in favor of another. Uzumaki never favored their children instead of one to another. They had equality in between their children. They loved all of them equally. That is why they were considered as a big happy family instead of a clan sometimes. By Senjus, that is. But Kushina was not such a Uzumaki. She may be Uzumaki by name, but her character and action shows that she wasn't an Uzumaki. She was choosing her daughter over her son, who was a Jinchuriki, or at least that's what they thought. You see, how she framed Naruto was that she created a seal, being a seal mistress that had a residue of Kyuubi's chakra, enough for even the Byakugan or any other seal master to think that he is the Jinchuriki. That is why Naruto was being framed as the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. And Hiruzen was also very saddened and pissed at this. Kakashi was also in thought. I'm sorry, Sensei. I couldn't protect you, but I will protect your son. I am going to try my hardest to protect him, even if it cost me my life. And I will protect him, especially from this woman in front of me. I can't believe I called her my sister at one point, even considered her as my mother figure at one point. But now all I see is a selfish whore of a woman who would choose her other child over for this one who is a Jinchuriki, and even go as far as to banish him from both clans. As these were, Jiraiya was silent throughout this whole conversation. As he turned away and walked out, everyone was stunned by this action of Jiraiya as he stopped at the doorway and then said, "Never try to contact me again, Kushina. Even if I found out that you tried, I will kill you without any hesitation. You have spat on my student's last words, the one I considered as my son. You are hereby not considered as Minato's wife, and have no hold on Namikaze's clan properties or money or anything. You can take your Uzumaki name that you are so-called Uzumaki and shove it. But I am going to make sure that Naruto is the next Namikaze clan heir. And I'm going to check thoroughly that even if Naruto is a Jinchuriki or not, because I suspect he isn't." As he walked out, causing all four of them to shock and one to panic. The panicked one being Kushina, because Jiraiya was now holding the said baby Naruto in his arms and was leaving. God knows where to. As Hiruzen, Kakashi and Tsunade was shocked that how could Jiraiya not believe a level 10 mistress, even if she was deserting her own child. They were confident that she wouldn't lie to them, right? They were now beginning to overthink their view on Kushina. But Kushina convinced them that Naruto was the Jinchuriki, and even got as far as to call Hiyashi the head of the Yuga clan, and he activated his Byakugan and checked Naruto's chakra coils and network, and he also confirmed that Naruto has the chakra of Kyuubi inside of him, indicating that he is the Jinchuriki. She had already placed another seal on her said daughter Narumi, so that she was considered as a normal ninja, completely masking the chakra of Kyuubi as her own. But when she was clear that Narumi was just a normal child and Naruto was the Jinchuriki, Hiruzen then said to her, "You can leave, Kushina, as you have suggested that you were going to leave. Leave, and pray to God that you never cross my path. If you do, I'm not going to be the friendly Hiruzen you knew me as. I'm going to be the third Hokage, and you have to go to respect me that way." As he left with Kakashi, Hatake and Tsunade, as she said, lasting with venom, "I'm so disappointed in you, Kushina. I hope you're happy with your decision. That is going to be your final decision, and it's unchangeable. As I, the head of the Senju clan, am going to adopt Naruto, and he will be now Senju Namikaze Naruto, clan heir of both Senju and Namikaze clan. Kushina roared. Tsunade roared and walked out, leaving a stunned Kushina. This wasn't how she planned this to be. She wanted that boy to suffer a little bit of how she was feeling. Sure, she loved her children, but she was going to come back into his life, and that was her plan. And she was going to train Narumi to control Kyuubi's chakra, and was going to return for him, so that she could be a family with both of her children again. But that seemed to be impossible now, because Tsunade just declared that she is going to adopt her child, and Hiruzen and other council members are going to agree with her once Jiraiya somehow proves that Naruto isn't a Jinchuriki either. And once Hiruzen, Tsunade, and Jiraiya alongside with Naruto entered the council chambers, the council civilian side also shouted, Sarutobi-sama, we must execute this child. He contains the 19th demon inside of him. Sarutobi just glared at him and then said, calm down, Hamura, Koharu. What are your thoughts? Hiruzen, he does contain a dangerous being inside of him. Oh, I see. Then explain me this. If you seal a kunai into a scroll, does that scroll becomes a kunai? Both of them shared a look of confusion. And then Koharu spoke. Stop solving riddles, Hiruzen. You already knew that the scroll wouldn't become a kunai, because it is sealed inside a scroll. Yes. And Naruto is a Jinchuriki, and the Kyuubi is sealed within him. And the seal is powered by none other than the Shinigami herself, meaning the goddess of death has bestowed us with her protection. Are you trying to say that she's lying to us? This caused everyone, even Koharu and Hamura, to be shocked, and Danzo was silently listening to everything. And then he spoke up. Hiruzen, if that is what you say, then we must train this boy to be the weapon of the hidden leaf. As Koharu and Hamura then agreed with Danzo, yes, he must be turned into a weapon. That is what the life of Jinchuriki is, Hiruzen, you know that. Yes, we also agree, said the civilian side, as the shinobi side was just angry and staring at them, and then said, we disagree. This wasn't the last wish of Minato. As much as I hate to say this, Tsunemi began. This pup was abandoned by his own mother, and now he's going to be turned into a weapon? Like hell I'm going to let that happen over our dead bodies. We in Izuka will protect this child and take him under our care. Not so fast, Inuzuka. Hyuga Yashi began. Me and Minato already had an agreement that my firstborn and his firstborn are going to be in an arranged marriage, regardless of their gender. And thank God it's a boy and a girl. So yeah, he's going to be under my protection. Like hell it's going to be. Hyuga began Fugaku Uchiha, because in this what if Fugaku isn't going to be the bad guy and not going to start a coup, and Itachi is not going to defect either, and Shisui isn't going to die. I mean, those two characters are super OP and we never got to see their full potential. I mean, we did see Itachi's, but we didn't see Shisui's. So yeah, I am thinking of making Shisui some overpowered OP character in this what if as well. Anyways, on to the story. Mikoto and Kushina did agree that their firstborn was going to win an arranged marriage, and I had a daughter as well. Her name is Izumi Uchiha. She's 3 to 4 years older than this child, but we have agreed that she was going to marry this child, and so Naruto is going to marry Izumi Uchiha. Izumi is female Itachi basically. As Hiyashi just stared at Fugaku. As Hiruzen then sighed and said, "Enough." As to Tsunade then began, "I have already adopted him, and that's final. He will be the next heir to the Senju clan as well as the Namikaze clan. I have proved that Minato wished that his child would be the heir of the Namikaze clan, and I am making Naruto as the head of the Senju clan." "How can you do this?" yelled the civilian. "You can't possibly put this demon as the heir of two beloved clans." As he charged towards the child with a kunai, as the child was placed now in a basket near the elders. Before any Anbu could move, the kunai was thrown at him. But to everyone's shock, a dome of wood appeared from beneath the ground, covering the child, as the kunai was stuck in wood, causing everyone to be shocked and had their jaws dropped. Even Tsunade's. Their eyes were widened. And suddenly, the dome disappeared, and the man was arrested by the Anbus. "Anbu, execute him!" in front of everyone. And what everyone saw is going to be a double strength secret. None of you would ever speak of this event. As the civilian, he has the wood style. I said none of you would speak ever again. This is a double strength law and punishable by execution. Do you hear me? As Jiraiya then began, "I have some news, Sensei." As he was silent throughout the whole event. "What is it?" "No, Jiraiya." As everyone saw that Jiraiya had a grim expression on his face, everyone became suddenly serious. "What is it, Jiraiya?" Tsunade said. "It turns out Naruto had a seal placed on him. He wasn't a Jinchuriki. He never was. He never has any kind of tail beast sealed inside of him. Turns out the seal contained a little bit of Kyuubi's chakra, only the chakra, not even the soul, inside that seal, and that seal was placed on this child so that this child could be seen as the next Jinchuriki." As everyone was shocked, and then the room was filled with killer intent, mainly from Tazunami, who was shocked and angry and pissed at her own sister friend that she considered to frame one of her own pups for the other, meaning either Narumi is the Jinchuriki or Minato died, sealing Kyuubi inside of him and taking Kyuubi to the land of death alongside with him. After these words left Jiraiya's mouth, everyone, even the civilians, were shocked, and then said, "Then, are you saying that the child is just a normal human?" "Yes, he wasn't a Jinchuriki to begin with. You see this seal?" As he placed the seal and channeled some chakra into it, as the seal started to glow with Kyuubi's chakra. "This is the Kyuubi's chakra. Now Hiyashi, would you be please so kind enough to check Naruto's chakra network?" As Hiyashi began to check, "Oh my god, you are right, Jiraiya-sama, there is not Kyuubi's chakra anymore in that." As you can see, the head of the Hyuga clan just agreed and confirmed our questions. Are you guys okay with that? Naruto now being the heir of Namikaze and Senju clan. Again, Danzo was silent for this moment and was the alone member who disagreed, while everyone and the rest of them, even the civilians, agreed that he made into the clan heads of both clans. And yeah, Hiruzen had to agree after bickering with the both clan heads of Hyuga and Uchiha that Izumi Uchiha and Hinata Hyuga are going to marry Naruto because of the contract their mothers and fathers held. And he had to agree. Oh my god, the pain head of being the Hokage is going to return soon. He cursed Minato to not even telling him the technique of finishing his paperwork so fast. Anyways, on to the story. As Tsunade then took Naruto now and was leaving the Hidden Leaf village, and as she was on the gate, she was met by none other than her sensei and her teammate. "Are you really leaving, Hime?" "Yes, I am, Jiraiya. I am going to raise Naruto outside this village, away from everyone and everything. His life is in danger once the word got out that he is the heir to Senju as well as Namikaze clan. It could be dangerous for both of us. Mainly Naruto because he's an infant and I can pretty much protect myself. That is why I'm going to travel from village to village and help the poor and needy people along the way in order for me to redeem myself of my past mistakes and hopefully raise Naruto-kun here into a fine air. As Naruto just giggled at the sad woman who cooed in delight, as Shizune was also there. Nay, Tsunade-sama, where are we going? Ah, Shizune, I see you have arrived. Well, we're going on a training trip for God knows how much long. Do you want to go to an adventure? As Shizune's eyes sparkled, the little girl just yelped in, nodding her head, saying, "Hi, I will go with you." As she ran with Tsunade, as Jiraiya chuckled and Sarutobi began. You know you have to keep tabs on her where she is. If a sudden emergency arrives, I have to call the two of them back. I can't do that, Sensei. Oh, I almost forgot. As Jiraiya reached down to his pouch and brought out a book. Here you go, old man. The new edition of Uchiha Tactics. Uchiha, the Forbidden Love. Oh, Sarutobi began as his eyes sparkled and he had a trickle of bloody nose. The masterpiece is here. Anyways, I'm off to reading this. I mean, inspecting this. You go do your research. As the old man vanished in a swirl of leaves, as Jiraiya just grinned perversely and vanished as well. Back in the heaven realm, Kami was infuriated. How could she trust that woman? That woman just tried to pretty much destroy this poor soul's life, Naruto's life. Kami even at this point considered Naruto as her own, as well as Yami and Shinigami, because the three of them were basically the ones who created him with their own powers and a piece of their souls. He had the purest of heart. That was for sure. And now he had Indra and Asura's chakra inside of him, and Asura's were starting to resonate. And the world was already protecting him. The Senjutsu chakra, the nature chakra, was already protecting him from any harm. The dome of wood was indicating that. As the old man chuckled, and Minato let out a sigh of relief, as he was now thinking of a way to go down in the land of living and divorce Kushina once and for all for what she did, and hopefully take Narumi back from her and raise her good as Naruto as well, in hopes that she might not become spoiled, rotten, or corrupted soul like Kushina. But God always already knew that she was going to be a corrupt soul, because she was going to be tainted by none other than her own mother Kushina into believing that his brother was the reason that their father died, and somehow along in the future she was going to plan to kill him. But how wrong she was that to think that, right? As this is where I'm going to be leaving this part of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and comment down below if you want the second part of this channel. And yeah, shout out to you, Michelle Thomas, for suggesting this what if. Yeah, I might add some more changes as well into this. And this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace.